Services. Oops, he's got a bunch of ones. This one? Yeah, right. That's where I'll go. That's about the S's. They're a long ways down. Do they? And push a call up there. Let's see the screen call.
Hello.
We're ready.
Okay.
Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Is this just perfunctory, or does something come up that we?
No, there were just new ones, so I
Okay.
thought you could all use a new copy.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes and agenda as presented.
I'll second it. But there's a bill to approve the minutes and agenda. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Morning, Dave. Anything exciting this weekend?
Not to know where.
I haven't told you about it yet, anyway.
Morning, Scott.
Good morning. How's it going today?
I'll let you know. Yeah, good so far. Too early to tell. How about yourself?
Great.
Got any better? You couldn't stand it?
That's right.
Good.
Nothing to complain about.
Good.
Personally, anyway. Yeah, of course, for the crews, the rain is kind of slowing things down, the bridge projects, but they're still working northeast of Forest City on that bridge. And pipes in the ground. They're working on backfilling and building the road bed back up after, it was a bridge and then that's now a pipe, so it takes some fill to build it back up. So they'll be working on that as weather allows, I guess. Other than that, I don't have much for updates today.
Maintainers rolling?
Today,
Yeah.
can't say.
Okay.
I would expect if the conditions are fit, they'll be out. Usually when we get moisture this time of year, it's time to go. So.
Just wondering.
Yeah, I mean, it was raining when I took off for work this morning, so.
I just can't remember the roads here. 180th. That's a high traffic road, right east of the vet. Forest City Veterinarians.
Uh-huh.
I drove the gravels on the way down.
North from
North of Bowling Alley.
Bowling Alley, yeah. They had some pretty good potholes. And then so did, let's see, the 210 south of Winnebago Church. That wasn't too bad. And I don't know what you do. So I drive the gravels to the meetings every day. That's all I got. It's not a big deal.
They'll get a day of drying so they can get out there and blade them.
Yeah, I mean,
That'll be the perfect blading then.
big cement, if they're really rocking and rolling, a week covers a lot of the roads, but, 1-2 days of good weather won't get them all. But
Are they still on the 4-day schedule?
yep, and I expect they will be too until we get a little further into the projects. Usually Labor Day, start thinking about it and to kind of see where projects are at. So
That's my only concern I have for 4-day weeks going so long. You have that 5th day that could be the perfect day to blade.
yeah, you can say that about the weekend too. dry all week, then you get a nice rain, and just the timing doesn't work. But 10-hour days, they're gonna get more.
There's not a way to float that day, not work on a rainy day.
Yeah, we say the same about snow plowing. But yeah, one thing we do know about 10-hour days is they do get a lot done compared to what you can get done in an 8-hour day. Time to get out to the site and back and clean up and all that stuff just takes time. Yep.
You guys get a chance to take a, I had another person, I didn't realize that 480 must be an interstate.
Must be.
I had somebody else approach me about it, so.
I haven't personally been there. I've relayed the message.
Really the message. I thought about driving it too, and I should have done yesterday.
I'll go take a look at this.
All right.
No complaints here. Bill, any other 480?
I'm trying to think of something that's really disappointing.
I'm really disappointed.
We'll say good job then and move on. Yes, yes.
Yeah. Say good job to the guys if you see them. That's the most important part.
You know, you do have a good crew. You really do.
Yeah.
I say that to everybody. I mean it. I think we do have a good crew. Carla.
Have a good day.
Thanks. You too.
This is Chris.
Hi, Chris, we're ready for you.
Okay, thanks.
This bill reads classified. Spell the whole word.
So it's RECLASS.
Okay, two S's, sorry.
Class by yourself.
Hi. This came from Wayne Johnson on that duty 14. That's the one that we were talking about last week. He said he's kind of fixed it over the years, and he'd already had a contractor out there, and his field was underwater, and so they came and fixed it. He knows he did it backwards. He will live with our decision. Well, and then he had Mark go out there and locate. They didn't even find the outlet at DD1, and they found that somebody had done an 8-inch into a 6-inch, and then that was partially blocked, so he wasn't getting any outlet anyway. So he's been fixing it what he could over the years, and then they found that, and so he had already had a contractor within 4 miles. Here was that invoice again, if you wanted to revisit that.
He wants the county to take care of the bill on this then, as far as.
Right, because it was actually a county tile. He's fixed it before, but on his own.
This time it was more of a repair, more expensive.
Who did it?
It was $21,000.
I'll go along with paying it with a reprimanded.
Of what?
No more.
Well,
Most people just do it and ask for forgiveness.
Yeah, I know, but we have approved contractors. So
Right.
and we like to use the contractors that pay taxes in our own
that's
counties.
exactly right.
It's
But the digging part, you know, they dug for quite a ways. I don't know how the digging part works.
Well, you know, you're an integral part of this, what do you think?
Well, it's after the fact, so do we just
No,
pay
I
it and
know.
go about our day? Yeah, I know.
Is that what your thoughts are?
If it's on our line, yeah, and now it's fixed and hopefully for good, but now we need to reclassify it because
Okay,
we
that
don't.
brings up a good question. Why are we reclassifying all of a sudden the list?
Well, because we should. The classifications that we have are old. And now this particular district isn't classified by the laterals, all the laterals. So
Is that
all of
what
the people,
statute says? I'm sorry.
yes.
Okay.
And especially when you have a bill like this, and the original classifications were a couple $1,000s. So every time you go over that by a certain percent, you're supposed to. We do not, because if they're pretty good still, we're good. But this one isn't classified by that lateral, so the whole district will end up paying this bill. And that's not right. So,
But that's the reason for reclassification,
right.
is the statute says we gotta do bilaterals now.
It should have been in the
Should
first
have been in
place.
the past.
Right.
Okay.
And a lot of them were, and some of them weren't.
I've been saying for a long time that we need to reclassify basically everything that hasn't been, but it just, it works well to do them as there's a project that comes up.
Yeah. We should have done 2 and 5, but we weren't doing it then. Do you see where it is at, Terry?
Yeah.
Okay. And they've already been out there, Jacobs and Westergaard, because they did DD1. So all they have to do is just grab the parcels, and it shouldn't take that long to finish that.
You know,
It's down the road, the Gulf Creek, they're going to reclassify them. I thought it is, but it's not really good.
And like I said, a lot of them, you know, the original classifications were $2,000, $3,000, $4,000
Yeah.
because 100 years ago that was a lot of money. Well, every time you do it, like over 25%, I think it is, you're supposed to reclassify. Well, we'd be doing it all the time.
We send out a notice after 20,000?
I do it after 10.
After 10?
I send an informational notice after 10.
Okay.
We like to get an engineer over 20. But the threshold is 100
For an engineer.
the state code,
for a bid.
we have our policies.
Where do we get it?
Well, depending on the engineer, if we do an engineer over 20 and
So we bid at 20.
pretty much. And this, of course, is 21. So,
But amazingly, there's a lot of jobs that are 20.
they're getting higher.
You know what a
Right.
compromise here would be? I can pay 2,000. Bring it down to 19,000.
I don't think we can do that. It would be nice, but I
He's
don't.
gonna end up paying most of it anyway, isn't he?
Right, because I don't know how many people are even on this lateral.
Is he the owner?
I think so. I thought that's what Mark had said, is he had bought that land.
I know he bought it for us. So
He'll pay the lion's share of it anyway.
Could
I think
be.
You use the word monkey, according to all the news lately. Anybody know about that?
Yes.
he did buy it, or at least the south part.
He's monkeyed it up.
He was told, so that part.
Oh,
It's frustrating for us because we have procedures and things in place.
right, and that's why I defer to that. She's the integral
Yeah.
part of all training.
It's one of those things.
Oh,
that
yeah,
it should be
integral.
relatively easy to realize. It should be relatively
You
easy.
gotta make run.
I just,
Don't doubt
I
when
happen
you're-
to like it,
That's
so.
great, I mean, that's fine, that's wonderful.
It is
Yeah.
relatively easy to determine that it's a main. And, you're starting to do a whole lot of digging. I mean, if it was just a quick fix, he probably maybe would have done it himself, which is nice, because he's gonna pay most of it all anyway, but, it would be nice if, in the future, he would,
Right. And, you know, hopefully there won't be anything on this now, because they have a good outlet. You know, they fixed all that, and it's good, so,
it's,
need to talk about the classification.
Sorry, I wanna look up and see what the size is supposed to be.
Oh.
Cause it doesn't say on the old map. I wanna make sure that they haven't been bumping it up over the years.
Oh, right?
You know, when they talk about 8 going into 6, well, if it's supposed to be 6.
Right. And somebody put in an 8 over the years.
There's 3 separate fingers on the edges, it's just a, never used to have some burn on it.
Did Julie bring the claims back? I'll get those quickly.
Your windows fog on the way down?
A little bit, yeah.
Man, that was horrible.
Yeah, mine didn't fog up because my air conditioner quit again. I don't know what it is, all of a sudden the temp gauge will drop to 0 and the air conditioner will quit and the engine fan's gone. Something in the computer. And, it might be the sending unit, but, so I got my negative battery post, I can just pull it off, stick it back on, it resets the thing and it works again. And then it won't do it for a couple weeks, and then now, lately it's been doing it almost every day.
What that is.
I don't know. All I know is that my old 1984 Chevy pickup, the air conditioner still works.
What are you thinking, Terry? What's the question?
Well, what's the size supposed to
The
be?
size of it,
What's the
The
what?
size of the pipe supposed to
Oh.
be. And you look at the old map, it doesn't say clearly. Which main is this?
8-inch tile.
It's on the bill, underneath that tag,
14,
underneath the tag. On the bill, on the bill. Under the tag,
main number 2.
number 2. Got main 4. This is all really clear to read. With old names. We got proposed alternative 2s. I'm guessing if it's in here, it's what they did. Oh, we got main
8-inch out on the end there. They've got,
Yeah. It's not that long of a pipe.
no. It's 8-inch and some about 10-inch and 6-inch. Reducer on there.
Okay, according to this, there's 1,200 feet.
8-inch reducer.
There's 1,200 feet of 12-inch. There's
1,400 feet of labor here on the bill.
Well, I just said the 12 inches is supposed to be 1,200 feet.
It's
And
1,400
then-
here,
and then
right here.
the-
And it's specific. It says 1,400 feet of 12-inch tiling.
Well, okay, this is not making, okay, the way they write this. Okay, 1,200 feet at 1% grade, or 10%, 0.1. 200 feet at 1.1. Okay, so a total of 1,400 feet of 12-inch.
Okay.
That's what he replaced then?
Yep, that's what it says here. Yep.
Okay, so that's what it's supposed to be, and then you get farther, and then there's a lateral 2 that's 781 feet of 8-inch, and 418 feet of 8 inches another lateral.
I suggest if he wants this paid, or if he wants the district to pay for this, he comes in and talks to us. I'd like to talk to him. I'm not comfortable paying this bill without talking to him. First off, he shouldn't have done it.
especially once it got that big.
Yep, exactly. And, he knows better. He does. So, I would like to table this till next week and have him, if he wants us to pay this bill through the district, he comes in and talks to us.
Okay, is his number on there? I think I have it.
Yep, fine, yeah.
And then where's that email that I printed?
Is that fair?
Yeah.
Or should we just do it? I don't wanna be a hard ass.
I guess making him, we can communicate the fact that this shouldn't happen in the future. Okay, then maybe we should have a talk.
I don't wanna be a hard ass.
Well, if there's a pattern,
So are we still on?
No, we're on 4.
No, we're on form, so.
Well, it's all.
Yeah, all
It's all relevant.
Here we're talking about that bill, this is about classification,
No.
so.
I'll defer to you, because I'm biased.
well, either one of us got to talk to him. It's just like building a field drive. You talked to us before, they may have got it, it means they went ahead and went against everything and the engineer and everybody, then it's like, well, you don't wanna wave your wand after the fact and say, well, yeah, your bad behavior's okay.
Exactly, I agree.
I mean,
It's your district. Look, I will defer to you too. I will.
Well, the number is changing as far as
Yeah,
doing.
yeah. Everything's gold
I think the cost per foot seemed to be justifiable.
or shall we okay it with the stipulation that if this happens in the future without prior, authorization?
We shouldn't have to do that though.
No, really not.
Right, because that, you know. And he knows better.
Then next time we won't pay for it. If it happens again.
I'll be gone.
I
guarantee you that.
I guess if that's something like this, it doesn't get me reelected, more power to it, I guess.
No, that's not what that, this changes, so.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, as far as the chair goes.
No, all of us, we change, so you get 3 new people, and well, this is.
They won't remember.
No, they won't be like, right.
I don't know, what do you think, Terry?
Well, I don't think probably the worst part of it is doing it without prior discussion and petition with an outside vendor. That's probably the biggest part of it.
It is.
That's a whole bit of a rub.
Yeah.
We trust our vendors.
That is a rough.
And there's one of the vendors that is only a mile from there. Wouldn't have much travel expense to get in there.
I'm gonna throw this out, make him pay 2,000.
I just don't know how you could force somebody to do that. You're kind of going out of the normal of the policy.
Well, what did he say? When he talked to you?
He didn't talk to me.
Oh, he didn't?
No, this is all there is.
Right now.
What did he say?
Oh, Lord, it's been, let me see that thing.
So how is this classified? The whole 14 days?
Yeah, it's got some main 4s, but they're all on the east side of one.
So
So
his
these
landlord's
two.
gonna pay a good portion of this too. Because he owns the rest of that section, or most of the rest of the section.
I gotta stay out of the discussion.
I kind of feel like if the landlord is gonna complain, it's gonna be, one of them's gonna be the one he's renting. So,
And that might be,
Okay, so when he called, he said something to the effect of, I know I did this backwards, but this is what happened. you know, I called Mark and he came and looked and this guy was close and so we just had him do it and
Okay,
Well, Mark knows.
I
that
hope,
procedure.
and I did say to
and
him,
this has nothing to do with my friendship with Elliot. Basically, the same thing as Elliot. He went ahead and did it before, he didn't ask permission,
Right.
and we're going after him.
But he did something different. This is, I mean, the guy fixed it right. Elliot did
And
not.
so did Elliot.
Elliot did not.
Well, he
Elliot
fixed it
broke
right,
his
but he
tile.
fixed it right in a way that it wasn't supposed to be fixed.
Well, right.
Right.
But yeah, as far as
So-
drainage goes out there.
Yeah.
It was, solved the problem.
But at least this was done correctly.
I guess,
And so was Elliot's.
But he gave people different outlet.
What's that?
Didn't he give,
No,
wasn't the outlet different? Or,
elevation, everything the same.
It's just an open ditch.
I'm just saying. We all know personalities enter into all this crap. We do, you know that, so.
I just worry that, I mean, I'm fine with paying the bill. I'm fine. It fixed it. We have to repair it. It's fine.
Okay.
We need to reclassify it. He's gonna end up owing the majority of it
Let
anyway.
me see, if
Let her
he
go,
keeps,
let her go.
And
Let
if,
her go.
if he keeps doing this though, then he can pick his contractor that we haven't approved.
well,
You know,
Not-
after the fact,
not-
you know, if he'd have done this after the fact with one of our approved contractors, it would be, you know.
but that's just another conversation we need to have with him. No more out of, we have an
Yeah.
approved list and that's fine. If he has a, if the renter or the person that he rents from has an issue with it, he's gonna up the rent and Wayne's gonna pay it anyway. Wayne's gonna end up paying most of the bill anyway. So whether, I think the bill is irrelevant. We need to pay it and go about
I'll
our
make a
day.
motion to approve the bill. How about that?
Because he's gonna end up paying most
Motion
of
on
it
the
anyway.
floor.
I'll second it.
Motion by me, seconded by Bill.
Any further discussion now?
Well, just to make sure that he knows in the future to use our approved contractor list and
Yes,
to do
no,
it correctly.
that's kind of the rub. It's just, you know, if I do this, I'm gonna get my guy to do it, and then they'll pay for it afterwards.
Yeah.
And as far as I'm concerned, if I'm around, I won't do it again. I won't pay it again.
And future repairs won't
I mean,
be
unless it-
approved.
You know, I mean, it should be approved ahead of time, and it should be with one of our contractors.
Right.
Because if he was a tax-paying, contractor in Winnebago County and we decided to, and then I was, you know, someone else was to hire somebody from outside the county, he would be upset with it, I would guess. Anyway,
So,
That good, Bill?
yeah, now let's go. Go ahead and,
All in favor, say aye.
aye.
Both. Motion carried.
are we on board now?
We are on, let me get the glasses on. We are now on 4.
so I'd like Jacobson Westergaard to do the classification since he's already done one.
He's already,
But at least it'll be right for the whole district.
So it's almost funny that when we did DD 114 wasn't part of that reclass.
They are in it because their parcels are listed in it, but it's separate district and I didn't have him do those separate districts. So that's why I say it won't take him very long because he already knows the parcels that are in it.
I'll make the motion to have Jacobson Westergaard, do the reclassification of DD 14. I'll second.
Motion by Bill, seconded by Terry to reclassify DD 14. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, motion carried. On the claims. We'll move on as people look at them. REAP report. Or no, the 2880E agreement with Central Iowa Juvenile Detention Center.
Did you guys have any questions on the claims?
I didn't have questions. Was it not what I remember? I remember looking at it.
The only thing that stood out to me
I
was
don't know
the
what
reimbursements, and then we have a bill from Verizon. What's the Verizon bill?
How long is it?
Could be the internet, their iPad, So that's in the county name, and we reimburse people's personal cell phones.
Because I think, I don't know if it was all on the road or not, but it seemed like we had Scott and Mark.
Scott and Mark.
reimbursements and
Mhm.
then the
Plus they have an iPad.
iPad. Okay.
Mhm. But the iPad is in the county name. Mhm.
It's like boilerplate.
Something to do every year, isn't it?
Well,
I don't think so, I think we just do this year because they've made some changes, they've added some counties.
other than that, the same.
All Worth counties switched. I think they were going to that, which is this year.
Thank you, Bruce. I'll make a motion to approve the agreement. Central Iowa Juvenile
So
Detention
it's
Center.
highlighted the membership is all it's probably changed. I'll second the motion.
Motion by myself, second by Terry to approve the 2080 agreement with Central Iowa Juvenile Detention Center. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? We pass that one. Read report.
Just a motion.
Say the golf course fees are much higher than that.
Well, they don't do that. But I don't think we get any police.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
I'll make a motion to approve the REIT report.
I'll second it.
Motion by Terry, second by Bill to approve the read report. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
How do we do this?
I think it's just my signature.
Just thought it was- Jill Flugel
Jill Blutham?
on the next one. I'm appointing her without even asking her, so.
Bill asked somebody this morning.
Well, I thought it was from center. Don't you?
We already got, let's see, we got King
You
one.
sent me an email, I gotta have somebody from center.
Oh, yeah, Kristen, that's who you're doing.
Center Township trustee.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, center.
Yeah.
I think Michael would.
She'd be good.
You making that a motion?
No, well, we can do them all together.
Okay.
Let's bring the other names in.
If we have the other things, right?
If we do, yeah.
Were you, I can't remember, was it you or me that was in contact, hardly on, how they are there?
I thought you were,
Was it
I'm
me?
sorry.
For some reason I had it.
I can,
I just,
okay, let's put this on Center Township trustee, I'll make a motion to approve Jill Chisholm. Motion by myself, seconded by Terry, to approve Jill Chisholm as Center Township trustee. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
I was ready to say aye, I thought, well, I'll just say it ahead of time.
All right.
And then I called Holly right before the meeting,
Okay.
and she did not answer, so. I'll let you text in here.
Go back up to 791.
Yeah.
No.
I'll make a motion to approve the 791 claims.
I'll second it.
Motion by Terry, seconded by Bill, to approve the semi-monthly county claims. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So we'll table the other two till next week.
Yeah, or probably one person doing both of them, but, yeah, I'll call her again after the meeting. And
Okay.
get a hold of her. Right, right now, I suppose.
Go ahead. Well,
While we're doing payroll claims.
Yeah, we can.
open forum.
Nothing exciting to add? You were chuckling over there, so something must be funny.
Just,
He's always chuckling to us.
it's a family thing.
Oh, all right, all right.
Public health is how they're going to advertise for the.
Yeah, it's on the board out there.
And then down to the state web page.
Is it gonna get split up or?
That's the discussion we're having right now. Whether to combine. I don't wanna talk about it.
I didn't know if they accept. That was my
That
question.
needs to be stated.
Is that would prejudice some of the candidates?
That's what I just didn't know if there was a decision.
We will hire again with the strong affirmation. Better.
Yeah, that was 6 months when.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. That's not. Oh, okay. Yeah. I think he's smarter than his word.
Long story. Mine is blank. There's usually 5 things going on at the
Yeah,
same
the
time.
line first.
It's true. I've got 5 things going on in my head right now. So.
Tough when there isn't anything to sort it out.
Exactly. It's just.
Alright.
I believe it's for Selma. My guess. I don't think I ever got a phone number stored. Their daughter was always either staying over late for the weekend with our daughter. And did a lot of back and forth that way.
So I'm assuming that you're gonna call Jill, offer your position. actually, there will be meetings a lot coming up.
You're kidding.
Center? Oh, I keep thinking of the zoning, sorry. But yeah, they'll meet. The townships meet once a year.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
A lot more.
Trustees, do they get paid for the meeting?
Yeah.
$50.
Oh. 10, maybe, in the phone back?
I think it was 50.
No,
I think it varies.
I was thinking it was just 20.
no. Instead of, I just can't remember it off the top of my head. I think it's 25 a meeting, and then if you're the
Okay.
clerk, you get $10
Yeah,
an hour for paperwork.
That's Jill to them. Put you on the trustee board at $25 a meeting. Meet once a year. Thank you. Send it.
Tell her when she has questions, and she can call me.
She's probably on my safety glasses. What was that, Congress?
Well, I know she's capable.
I'm sure she is.
She works with people all day long.
What's her?
Oh, Don from Northwood.
Okay. I'm trying to think of why that name is changed.
Yeah, Britt was their dog that,
There was some down there that were right in town. I got relatives that married.
Coordinators and trustees. It always tells them not to do the approved stamp for the pages. And so, Jen was here. So Jen would say, Gordy, please don't put that for the pages. And we would look at it.
great heart.
It's awfully nice of them, isn't it?
Did you know Gordy?
No, this was well before I was bathing in the sands of Arizona Park at that time.
Yeah, beachfront property out there. Supposed to be water.
By the McCormick Wash, yeah. When it rained in August. We had lots of beachfront property. This is a big beach. Complete with sand and saguaros.
Gordy was a great guy, he just didn't like controversy.
Most people don't.
I do.
Yeah.
I would have never guessed, Mike. I really never would have guessed.
I shouldn't say I
I
like
wouldn't
it.
say you like it.
I
you're
shouldn't
just
say I
not afraid
like
of
it, but I'm not afraid of it.
Just not afraid of it.
Right.
And sometimes it's easy to get that mixed up.
Here, let me rephrase that, okay? He
Yeah.
likes controversy.
You get
And
that.
I wish I was right 100% of the time, but I gotta eat crow every once in a while.
Yeah.
Probably more than that.
Not more than that, just every now and then. Actually, the crow isn't all bad.
It's become a staple at my table.
You get used to it.
Tastes like chicken.
It's like depressing chicken.
What are you laughing at now?
Oh.
I wonder what people think when they watch us.
Hopefully they don't think of the Three Stooges.
I got a pretty good idea, I think they're really.
Yeah, I get to the reruns. Some episodes are better than others.
You can't laugh at yourself. Have fun.
Ain't that the truth? I've told you guys before, it's, not only do they write dumb Norwegian joke books, not only am I not offended by it, but I actually laugh at it, pay money to buy it, and show it to my friends.
And have lived it.
Yeah, no, well, nothing's funny unless there's an element of truth. Yeah, really, it's, there's an element of truth to it, it isn't funny.
That's what bugs me about the other ethnic jokes. They laugh at themselves.
Yeah. Too darn serious about it all.
Yeah.
It comes down to the point, you see, I can never decide whether I'm an underachieving genius or an overachieving idiot.
I'm the latter.
Open the doors and the windows will fly out. Do not try to catch it.
You got a bird?
We have a kamikaze grackle in the backyard. He flies into the house. I have 2 dachshunds and 1 cat that are literally tearing the house up. My daughter is up here. She and her husband are on a honeymoon right now, and they're in the house. And this bird flew in the back. This is why I'm laughing, guys. And the dogs and the cat. The cat was swinging from the curtains, and the dogs are trying to manipulate it so that they can get up on the couch and pounce down on it. That's what they do with the cats. And my daughter is in pieces. She keeps sending me photos of some of the wrecks that are happening in the house right now.
And that, I just going through conservation here. Have you had any complaints about thistles and stuff like that in the road?
I've heard more complaints, I've had one about, a thistle patch.
I've had a lot of complaints about road ditches.
But I've had several complaints about trees that they think are getting.
That too, yeah.
But I did see them out the other, it was a week or so ago, and they were making a special effort to really douse trees in one ditch. Now, whether they've done it in all the ditches, the other one people are complaining about it, I don't know.
Cause I see their hours are way up, so I don't know. If they do it right, or do they, there's a conversation, conservation, hire that out.
But they usually hire summer help for that now.
Where Rick Lily's so high in. My
she's out there helping, cause they had,
He's the lead commissioner.
Yeah, but so is Lisa.
No, she's
She's 81. She's got 81 hours.
not a lead commissioner.
No, I know,
She's
but she's still high hours.
they had one guy in the, running the pickup and the other guy spraying. And then I saw him somewhere on a, he's got a four-wheeler too for doing it. You're ready, I'll make a motion to approve the,
So you looked at them? I'll second that. Motion by Terry, second by me to approve the payroll claims. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carried.
Now, the zoning commissioner and zoning board person needed to be from around town.
Well, let's say,
just,
area we're trying to fill, that, see, Jeremy was Rotterdam and.
I'm just trying to think of,
Oh, it's a blank one, I'm trying to think of the current makeup.
the reason, I mean, one reason is we're trying to be about gender equity here, whatever, remember, right?
here you go.
Nope. Too late.
That should be it.
Do we have a stamp that says denied? Is it tardiness? Yeah, we don't want to turn the people out of the jail, it's supposed to be.
I suppose this is more like a Monday, so people get the paperwork in.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose so. I'll make up these ones. Facing different directions.
What's step again? Step over.
It's,
Restaurant.
seatbelt enforcement or.
Special traffic enforcement program.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's through the governor's safety council.
Yeah, we got a bunch of step hours here too. And some of the deputies are getting some big hours too.
They were busy. Here in Lincoln.
One of them had 97.
No, that's not uncommon for some of them.
Well, if you get stuck taking
It's
somebody
usually
somewhere.
Epperly, but
Some of their shifts.
Hepperly only had 89 yet,
really,
right?
okay.
Plath at 87. Brett Wilson had 97.5.
Did he really?
It's
It's unusual for him.
must have got to a sit somewhere with somebody trying to get him.
Probably got the dog out.
Oh, we had a couple of dandy accidents yesterday. So.
Really?
And one was over by the Casey's down there by Winnebago.
Bad one?
Took out the whole front grill and
I mean,
of a truck.
personal injury?
Well, they had the fire trucks and ambulance out there.
Really? With the,
That's kind of a bad intersection.
It is, it's a bad straightaway, bad intersection. Something's gotta be done about it.
It's confusing, you got a four-way
It is
stop before you get to the stop, and, I mean, we're all used to it,
yeah.
but, you know, people that aren't familiar with it, it's kind of a tough spot.
We're pretty busy today at Sally's for, people getting motorhomes fixed.
Oh, is that right?
It's still coming in. Not yet.
Thank goodness for that, the latest inevitable.
Why it's Route Place. 475.
from, she has to get it approved, so we just keep the original in there too.
I figured that when Darla Thompson replacing her, we got an empty space here. That I don't know what it is. But we already has her from Buffalo. We got Arbor from England, and it's Benson before city. Did you have Benson also before city? Yeah. Sandy Mark Anderson. Is that Buffalo?
It's
No,
like Mel's.
center.
Center, yep.
That'd be, Mount Valley. Center, yep.
This one?
I'm glad I'm not familiar with this. But it isn't, yeah, this one.
Make it up perfect. I can't keep that under my hat. See, everybody was born was named Bill. As soon as they messed something up, they had to change their name. Very few of us left. But, you know,
That's a good one.
they come all the way from down from my great house.
Uh-oh, Bill.
2 in a row.
No, there was two others. Yeah.
She had it. She was moving smart. When did she start working? Even somebody I know.
You know her?
Yeah. She was working in Mercy in Mason City for a while too.
Oh, yeah. I know.
She must be a relatively new hire.
Yeah.
Because I haven't noticed her interview. Her sister-in-law is already been employed. I guess if we want to spread it out more, we could go with one more, either Lincoln or Morris is there. So we got everything else kind of covered. We have one from Lincoln. We probably kind of cover that too. Like from
Logan.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say it's Logan. Logan, that area. Is there one from Eden?
No.
Darla gets close. Yeah, I was gonna say Darla's in King.
Go inwards and
Holly would be in King too, so.
Right, they're actually neighbors.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're hardly across the section from each other, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
So if we got someone from Eden or Newton, no, there's nobody from Newton.
And then we, east and west, they have kind of a,
Have the same
this
amount
is for what?
for the zoning and the two zoning
Put,
boards.
Corey's godson, or his wife even. She probably, she might do it.
We could do, Karen Myring from Grant. She'd be
one of
my,
your election workers.
she's one of my election workers, but
Okay.
she's,
They go south during the winter though.
yeah,
That's probably a big
Phone.
set. Quite a while after church. roads we have are Newton, Eden, Lincoln, and Grant. Well, there's nobody, there wasn't anybody from Linden either.
I think so. So the ones we have are Buffalo, I don't know if Jim Jensen's in town or he's off Mount Bell.
He's out in Mount Valley.
I would say he's Mount Valley.
We don't have anybody from Forest and then Grant.
Going on with the forest either.
In 10 to 15 years, you won't get anybody to fill this stuff. I bet you. No one will do it.
Everything, it's just like school bus drivers. It's gotten so intrusive, the rules you gotta jump, that you gotta,
I talked to Brad, Evenson, said, you know, I wouldn't mind being a fill-in for you. I don't wanna drive full time, but, you know, I'll take some extracurricular. He said, well, you gotta do 14 hours of study and,
17 hours.
17 hours of study.
I wasted a whole weekend doing it. I swear you can't do it in 17 hours. Well, maybe you can, a lot smarter than I. And I only had to retake one of the tests, and that was the one on,
We gotta do it how often?
you only gotta do that once, and as long as you take the 3-hour class, mandatory every year, then you keep grandpa, but if you skip that 3-hour class one year, then you'll have to take the 17-hour online class over. And, not a lot of people.
Yeah, you're gonna figure out how to drive a bus.
You know, when I was in grade, or junior high in Rake, a friend of mine, Bob Hanson, he was 16 years old, he was driving the school bus.
My senior year, I drove bus the whole year.
Yeah.
18 years old, think of that.
Yeah.
And now that was stupid. That was stupid.
Yeah, maybe
But
that.
I drove bus the whole year of my 18.
Bob Hanson, he's a pretty mild mannered. He wasn't ornery like the rest of us kids. He was probably as good a choice as there was for a kid, but he's still a kid.
Yep.
You know.
Okay.
So you think we need to get another one out of the western half then?
Or, well, see, Roger Hill technically puts it on a horse,
You don't care?
No, but
Something else?
text message from the daughters.
Oh, okay.
Roger Hill wasn't forced.
Okay. Well, that's where most of the people in the county live. We should get one from there again down there.
I think as long
Or
as
should
5 people,
Or should we have one from up where all the wind turbines are gonna be?
probably not a bad idea, but
I'd rather have a rural-based person since it affects them more.
Yeah. I wonder if I could get one of the rigs to be interested.
Matt
Maybe
Dubay
good.
said he had a couple
They'd
of
be
people.
good, yeah, no, they're knowledgeable fellas. What's that?
Matt Dubay said he had a couple of people that were interested, maybe we should call him and see
Oh,
if.
all right, yeah, yeah. Well, I'll call him, and we'll put it on for next week.
Okay.
Well, meeting adjourned.